Okay, welcome to day 4 of your 100-day results challenge. Now, yesterday we talked about the strangest secret, and you listened to some of it because that was the result that you achieved yesterday. You fed your mind. Today I want to go a little bit deeper on one of the principles from the strangest secret that was powerful. If you listened to all of it, maybe you heard this quote. Earl Nightingale, in The Strangest Secret, he quotes this social scientist or some sort of psychologist. I don't remember the exact sort of title of this individual, but it was Rollo May. And Rollo May says the following. I'm going to put the slide up so you can read it with me. The opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice, it is conformity. Okay. The opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice, it's conformity. Here's what this means. A lot of people think that, hey, you gotta be courageous, and we think that's like rock climbing without, a rope. That's courage. Let me tell you what real courage is. Real courage is defying the norm. What's the norm? You go to school, you go to college, you get a job, you get a white picket fence, and that's it. Maybe you throw some money in a 401k and an IRA. How few of us ever do something that is really, truly impactful for the world? How many of us write a book? How many of us put a program together like this one? How many of us show up every single interaction with our clients, with our customers in a way that we understand that our job is to make their life better off than it was before they interact with us? How many of us wake up every single day and perform one small act of service for another human being, no matter what? How many of us wake up every day and understand that the true key to success is not to focus on success, it's to focus on doing the right things for those around you and serving humanity, and success can eventually be achieved? How many of us think that way? See, the requirement, if you want to be a conformist, is to do what everybody else does, which is to complain about your life, to be victimized by your life, and to constantly walk around complaining that you don't have a good enough job, you don't make enough money, the economy is bad, politics are stupid, and everything and everyone is against you. Can I invite you to do something different? Can I invite you to not be a conformist? And to not just travel the path that 97, or really according to the statistics yesterday, 95, maybe even 99% are going to travel. Can I invite you to be a 1%er by doing this? Can I invite you to be courageous and not a conformist? What I want you to do is I want you to do something that they won't. See, because they are out there doing their thing day in and day out, blindly walking around like a bunch of mindless zombies who just think life washes over them. They don't know they affect their life and create their own life. They don't realize that life happens for them. They think it happens to them. So here's what I want you to do. Today, you're going to be courageous by doing something that they're not going to do. Can I promise you something? You have a book in you. There's something you know that I don't know and that nobody else in the world knows, and only you know it, and only you know it in your way. So here's the invitation. The result you're going to achieve today is you're going to think about your book. Now, I'm not saying you got to write it tomorrow. I'm not saying you have to write it next month. I don't even know if you're going to write it for the next 50 years, but you're going to write one, or you're going to do something, and you're going to put it into the world so that you can show everybody that you did something different than they did. So I want you today to focus on the title of your book. What's the thing that you know that nobody else does? How do you look at the world different than they do? And write it down. Write down the title of your book. We'll see you tomorrow.